Guys, so I wanted to hop on. First, I'm going to take a drop of my Valor because Valor helps me with confidence and anxiety and helps with going live and doing things like this. So I'm going to start with a couple big breaths. It helps me so much to ground me and helps calm me. So I want to share today about my story. So maybe you are someone who is new around here. Maybe you've been following me for a while, whichever place you're at. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful to have people that, want to be part of this social space, that want connection and community, and something about me or what I share resonates with you and you are here. So I'm grateful and I'm so happy to be able to connect with you. So one thing that I think I don't always share, or maybe you don't know, is a little bit about my story and my background and what kind of led me to the place I am today. So if we've never met, my name is Rachel, and I grew up in a really small town. And when people say like town, no, like legit town. Or I think maybe it was a village, not even a town. Anyways, like super, super small. Went through, all of junior high school there. And I always kind of had a feeling that I, maybe like didn't fit in a way. And I, had friends, but I never felt full like love and acceptance from friends. Or I would, and then, we wouldn't be friends anymore, and then, whatever. Anyways, so that was kind of like my high school experience. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't feel like I had my people, and that's okay. But that kind of led into, I had a lot of relationships that, well, not a lot, all of them, except the current one I'm in, that I got cheated on. So I have a lot of like emotional lack of confidence and self-love because of those things that happened to me like at a really young age, and in teenage years, and where your health and your mindset and all those kinds of things are developing, right? So that really kind of brought me into my adulthood, and I really started first getting a little bit of confidence in myself when I met my partner right now, Reggie, and he was just so nice to me, like so supportive, so nice beyond all belief that like I legitimately used to ask him like, why are you so nice to me? And it almost makes me cry now to think about that. Like I actually asked him why he was so nice to me, because I was not used to being treated that way, or I always had like a fear of what will happen to me, or will this person leave, or will this friend say, just stop talking to me one day, or will this boyfriend hurt me, or whatever. So I have a lot of those like, long stemming things that weighed on me. And I started to get a bit more confidence, and we've been together almost 9 years now. But I always seemed to just kind of like, have a community of people that I, got along with. And then for some reason, something would change, and that's fine. People change and grow. But I never really had like, those people that have friends from like, oh yeah, we were friends since like grade 2, or oh yeah, since high school, or oh yeah, since university. But I never had that. And that's something that I always longed for. I remember when this was close to when we first moved into we're in our second home, but our first home. And I remember sitting there and I was crying. I told Reggie, I said, I'm so lonely. Like I just want friends, and I just want, people, and my people, people that really love me and, want to hang out with me. I don't have to like beg them to talk to me, or, beg them to hang out with me and stuff. And he's like, well, I'm your friend. I'm like, yeah, you are my best friend, but we need something more than, I think, a spouse or a partner, and we need something more than, work, friends, or whatever, right? Like we need other things, other areas of our life that we have people and passions and all those kinds of things. So anyways, long story short, I was dealing with a lot of acne and skin issues. I was having a lot of hair loss. I went to the doctor, I went to the dermatologist, I went to an acupuncturist. I tried, limiting different foods. I tried all these different prescriptions. I had blood work done. I tried basically everything under the sun. And then the dermatologist's suggestion was to go on Accutane. And for me, I was like, nope, I'm a nurse. I know what that could do to my body and my insides, and that just was not it for me. So I heard someone sharing about essential oils, and I was like, I don't know, I guess. Like, I've legitimately tried what feels like every kind of cream and prescription and everything under the sun. So it was actually someone that my friend or that my cousin knew, and they were donating a part of their income when you made a purchase to go to cystic fibrosis like research and funding. And 4 of my cousins have CF. So that really spoke to me, and I was like, I've tried everything, so I'm going to try it. So I bought a little box kit of oils, a little bundle, and I just started using them. I started making my own kind of skin creams and face washes and hair stuff, and like I was just like experimenting and trying everything. And I was diffusing the oils, and I was starting to feel really good. Like, I started to feel maybe happier a little bit. But it wasn't even really the products that stuck out to me. What really spoke to me was that community and connection that I was longing for. Like, I was lonely. I wanted people that had similar interests to me, or had, you know, bigger dreams for themselves, or these visions that they wanted to be nice to people. They wanted you to be around them, or them to be around you, or like you listen to them, they listen to you. Like, it was just such a warm and welcoming and supportive community that is literally what drew me in. Like, yes, I was using the products and the oils and I loved them, but what really, really drew me in was the people. And I was like, I want this. Like, I want friendships, and I want that, you know, community and connection that I had so been longing for, and I just felt so lonely before that. So I was like, yeah, I think I'll try this. I remember when someone asked me, like, hey, you know, I posted an oil. I remember I posted about peace and calming, and they're like, hey, are you doing this as a business? I was like, no, I legit don't have time. I'm a full-time shift worker. Nope. Like, I literally remember saying there's like zero way I would ever do this as a business. And then I was like, I'm pretty cheap. I like to save money. So I hopped on the rewards program that we have. It's free. And I was like, I can save money. I can get free products. I can get a percentage back of my order. So that made sense. I was like, okay, sounds good. So I did that maybe like the second month, I think I started ordering. And then someone said, hey, you know, if you share your referral link with a friend or family that also wants to get their oils, you will get a paycheck, and you can use that towards your Young Living order or whatever you want. And I was like, yeah, again, like, I like that idea. I want these products. I want to keep ordering them every month. And I love the way I'm feeling so far, so why not share them and make an income? So that's how I started getting kind of into the business side of things. And I would not say that it was like, you know, skyrocketing. I was amazing. I did great at first because, like I said, I had a lot of confidence and self-love issues, and it was really out of my comfort zone. Like, 5 years ago, I would not be doing a live video like this, like, at all. And it still makes me nervous. I legit still throw on Valor. I legit always stress sweat. Like, that won't change. But like, you would not catch me on here at all. And when I did start doing things online, it was like me reading a paper, like scared, nervous, but I kept doing it because I was like, you know what? I really like the personal growth aspect of it. I loved the community. I loved the people that were supporting me and cheering me on. Like, the women that were like, you're amazing, you know, you can do this. I'm supporting you. How are things going? Whether it be in my business life or my personal life, like, people that actually cared about me and were asking questions about me. And it wasn't a one-sided relationship. I really enjoyed that. That was just so nice to have that support. And at the same time, I was finishing nursing school. So I've been doing Young Living for almost 6 years, and I've been nursing for almost 7. So basically the same amount of time. But in nursing, well, and I'm in emergency nursing, it's really busy, it's chaotic, like, you don't have a ton of time, a downtime to connect with people. And when you do, like, nurses are amazing, it's great, but there's also a saying that nurses eat their young, meaning they're not as supportive to the new people coming up. And our work is amazing, I love it, it's great, but I've never had the support I have of the network marketing community. Like, if you've never experienced it, it's so nice. People literally clapping for you, cheering for you, like saying you're doing amazing, asking if you need anything, like rallying together when you need support. Like we've done some amazing things for women in our community when they've been going through difficult times. We've just rallied together and, you know, given them support or gifted them something. That's something that you don't get in a regular job. Or I don't know about you, but I don't get in my regular job. So it's such a gift. So I was just super drawn to that personal development aspect of it and just the love and support of other women, that I was like, this is so good. It feels so good. So initially I literally just wanted to, you know, fix my acne. I wanted to have not my hair stop falling out. And I just started exploring products. I wanted to pay for my orders every month, like I said, because I was like, I want to keep ordering, but I don't want it to be an extra expense. So I hopped on the rewards program to really get the best deal, and then I started to share with people. And I legit sucked at the beginning. And I wouldn't say I'm like amazing or, you know, all that now, but I legit sucked. Like, and if you're watching me now, or it's even hard sometimes like to remember what it was like back then, because I've done things so you know, consistently over the last 5 years that hopping on live like this is easy for me now. Like it still makes me nervous and stuff, but it is easy for me now because I've done it for so long. So it is hard to kind of remember, but when I see videos of myself like 5 years ago, I try share those with ladies that are, you know, maybe newer in our community and they're starting their business, to say like, yeah, you're gonna suck at first and you're gonna suck for a really long time, because that's just how things are when you start something new, right? That you just will, right? And you keep doing things over and over again. You find different ways that feel good for you. You try something, you probably fail again, and you just keep going. So this business and this, you know, community and support of Young Living and my network marketing business have truly helped me so much over the last 5 years. Like, yes, I have great products in my home. Yes, I get an amazing extra income every month, but I really have confidence and self-love that I never had before. And it's because I stepped out of my comfort zone. It's because I did things when I was afraid. It's because I was like, yeah, I really am like terrified. I'm sweating. I suck. I'm holding this piece of paper, reading this. Like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm going to try and I'm going to learn and I'm going to keep going. And I really just love that idea of personal growth. And I dove into, you know, personal development and podcasts and Audible and things that I never, ever had, you know, exposure to before. Like I said at the beginning, I had a lot of, you know, maybe not great relationships starting out in like my teens and early adulthood, and I wasn't doing very great things. Like I was partying on the weekends, not doing anything productive with my time. I was going to school, of course, but like I was just lonely and I was looking for people to love me and appreciate me. So I was looking for that in the wrong places. I was doing things that were not really great for my body or my mind or my health at all, and I was just like partying and hanging out with different people that didn't really serve me. So it's been a huge growth and learning experience for me over the years to be able to say, like, if you are someone who, you know, maybe feels like your self-worth is not there, or your confidence, or, you know, you're just someone who's longing for that, you know, community and connection, like, this is a beautiful space for you. And no, it won't be easy all the time, because if you decide you want to grow a business or you want to be part of network marketing, like, it's literally not going to be, oh, I posted once online and that's it over. No, it's going to be really hard some days, because you're going to actually have to work on you more than anything else. It's the personal development, the inner work, the like dealing with your crap, people saying no to you, or, you know, being afraid of maybe what people will say or what you're doing. I still constantly, you know, not constantly, but frequently battle with, you know, memories of people leaving me, my friends leaving me, my partners leaving me. So I have to deal with that in my business and everything that I do in my daily life. But I can tell you that 100% I am a more comfortable, confident, happier, healthier version of myself because of these products, because of this community, because of this business. So I don't think that I share maybe enough about what life was like before because it just feels like so far away. But it is so good to, put into perspective what things were like then, and just, how lonely I was and how sad. And I was looking for, love and friendships and connections in not the right places at all. I was doing things that were not serving me at all. So will this change your life overnight? Probably not. But over time, it will. And that is the greatest gift, is definitely if you don't do anything different, like today, if you don't do anything different than today, in 5 years, your life will be the same. Personally, relationship-wise, work-wise, finances-wise. If you don't make a change, nothing will happen. And I don't mean make a change saying I'm going to make a change, and don't do anything on a daily, monthly, weekly consistency habit base, then nothing will change. So that's totally up to us, and it's the hard work, right? Growth, self-growth, and personal development stuff is the hard work. The business stuff, it's not hard. It's not easy all the time, but it's not hard. It's just, I'm sharing something that I love authentically. I'm connecting with people. I'm hoping to empower them. If someone wants what I have to share, great. If they don't, also great. I just want to make friendships and connections and help people and serve people. So my other job is nursing. I love to help people. But the more that I work in nursing and the more that I work in my network marketing business, I realize that I don't want to trade my time for money. I don't want to be gone 14 hours a day when we want to have a family, and I want, babies and kids, and we want to spend time together and not miss that. So it's not going to occur overnight. It's not going to be easy every day, but nothing is, right? Unless you make a change now and the actions and the habits and the thoughts that you do every single day, unless those support where you want to be in, let's say, 5 years, then nothing will change, right? So we truly have every opportunity in the world to decide what we want in our life. And maybe you're I just don't really know the direction I'm in, or where I want to be in 5 years. That's great. What's one thing that you could change today, or what's one thing you could add in or improve, or something that you want that goes towards the person or the life that you want to be? That is super powerful. It doesn't have to be a complete 360, but what could you do, or what can you add in to help that and to be there? So my hair's just crazy now. So that is a little bit about my story. It feels like so long ago, and now when I look back, I truly don't think it was a physical reason why I was having acne, why I was having hair loss, why I was having these skin issues. It was an emotional aspect. Deep down, I know, and emotional supports with oils and supplements and health and products, that is body movement. That is a main focus for me now. And because I didn't have that self-confidence or self-love. So I think all those physical symptoms I was having truly stemmed from those emotional things. So the more that I care for myself, the more I love myself, the more I can show up in my nursing role, the more I can show up in my relationship, the more I can show up for my business. So it's a cool thing to see, and, just a really big shift to see over the last 5 years in myself. So that is, my story, and I really encourage you to think about, what's your story? Maybe you are someone who is feeling those things like I felt. If you felt lonely or didn't have that confidence or love, or maybe there's something that you're struggling with. If you don't make a change now and decide that you want that, and those habits and thoughts and actions that you do every day, if those won't change your life, then you'll be in the same place, right? So that's totally up to each of us individually. So that's me. That is my story. You can catch me literally sitting here doing yoga all the time, wearing all the coral things I can because it's my favorite color. I feel more comfortable and confident in myself. I have beautiful friendships and connections that I would never have made, or never even thought of approaching people or speaking to them if it had not been for my business. And I'm just so grateful for the people that are here, whether you have never bought anything from me, whether you love and use your oils and you purchase from me, whether you're hey, I just know you from before and I follow you, or whether you're part of our community and our, business team. It doesn't matter. I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm so happy to have a space that I have learned to be more myself in. So that's me. That's my story. If you were here, I'd love to hear you share maybe something that resonated with you. And as always, you can reach out, ask questions, whether it's something about, mindset or personal development, or how to use oils, or if you're you know what, I think that community and that income sound like something that I want in my life, then reach out. nothing is wrong for asking a question. You will never be stalked if you ask a question from me, or, you know, never pressured into anything. You are the one that's in control of your life. But if you don't make a change, then nothing changes. So that is my story. Hope you guys have a lovely day.